Saturday morning. The redness is maybe turning into a bit of tan. Got to go to a funeral in a bit. Now, I've never been to... Lens is terrible. I've never been to a funeral on a Saturday before, but apparently it is a thing that's done in Herefordshire, and maybe it's just because it's something that's very important. You'll find out later whose funeral it is. Died quite a few weeks ago, but out of respect for the family, we haven't mentioned it on the channel yet. So today, Oscar's here. He's been doing a bit of sweeping up this morning, and John's just throwing a bit of chip through the chipper. I'll quickly show you that now, because it might be the only bit of tractor and digger action that we see today. Unless Andrew sends me a little bit of footage later. He's got a couple of fields he wants to put a bit of fertiliser on. It's been too windy the last few days, and we have got a few more sunflowers to drill. We did think that we'd be drilling them at the same time we drill some sweet corn, but the seeds never arrived, so it's getting a bit late now, so probably won't do that. But yeah, John's just throwing that straight from the chipper into the trailer. Then he's going to take it up the screen in Adams, because it's the last bit of the pile. Oscar's just shoving it up to him now, so he doesn't have to reach as far. Quite overcast here today. Just after we took off yesterday, one of the top riders, the guy that holds the lap record, Peter Hickman, actually came on the motorbike and had to be airlifted to hospital. As of yet, there's not really any reports of the condition he's in, other than he's stable and conscious. But that was 13 or 14 hours since he crashed, and the way that there's nothing come out might suggest that he's actually got quite serious injuries, if you ask me. But maybe I'll know a bit more by the end of the video today. That stuff there must have been chopped down a while. It's pretty dead. Making quite a bit of dust as it goes through the chipper. See it now. Goes through quick as well when it's dead. Juicy noise from the grab. Doesn't take long, that, does it? That field has greened over in a week already. Grass has now started to grow. There's various different toys abandoned everywhere, but James, we'll find James's tractor. I think he's had a little bit of an off with it, or Clara's, abandoned in the trees. X50 on the back of a fence. Did you get it?
Not quite.
You found the food already. This is the room that I stayed in, the Castle House Hotel in Herefordshire. This is the one I stayed in after the combine run last year. No, 2 years ago, nearly 2 years ago. Anyway, off to the funeral. You know, someone was well liked when they have to take over a meadow to park for the funeral. We're just leaving the wake now. It's brought the whole village to a standstill. Anyway, we're going to go and look at something on the way home. So a lot of people have been saying recently, when we've been doing the birthdays, especially when the two of us have been together, we've forgotten Tony Hall. Well, we hadn't. sadly, Tony passed away 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, May the 2nd.
May the 2nd. So we've just been to his funeral. When we found that Tony was ill, we knew he wasn't going to have many birthdays left, so we gave him as many as we could. I think he probably lived till he was about 106 in birthday years. Yeah, so we've just been to his funeral, but Nick, his son, has lined all his tractors up in the yard nice and neat, so we thought, what a better place to visit on the way back and pay homage to the legend that is Tony.
So that's why we haven't mentioned him just lately, because we wanted to wait, and the family wanted to wait until it was the right time. And so Tony may well live on. Maybe we'll find the ghost of Tony. Maybe we'll find him somewhere else, but that's why we've done it. And poor old Tony, bless him, he was a lovely guy, but now he's infamous across the world. So what more could he ask?
Yeah, we used to visit lots of shows and bump into lots of farmers, and he actually thought that he didn't exist. Well, he very much did, and he is very much a legend. So we are going to miss you, Tony, and so is your family. But thanks for being here. What did they say? The brightest candles burn out the soonest.
Yeah, thank you, Tony, for coming with us on all the journeys we've been on. He's left behind a fantastic family who should be very proud of him, and they are. So yeah, take care, Tony.
And you won't be able to look at a tuk-tuk driver again without wondering whether it's Tony driving. But yeah, for the last time, happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony.
On our way back now, we haven't got accosted on the way back, but we got accosted on the way. So some of you might not remember, but in 1995, Colin McRae was leading on the Spanish rally, but Subaru wanted Sainz to win on his home ground, so that they went level pegging into the last round in Britain, and Colin McRae could win on home soil. So they went and stood in the road, the Subaru team, to flag him down so that he couldn't go faster, and checked in late.
The Subaru team, sensing McRae is pressing on regardless, resort to desperate and dangerous tactics to slow him down.
On our way to the funeral, people jumped in the road, didn't they, and flagged us down. And it was to ask, will we do a speaking engagement on the 29th of June in Herefordshire for a charity thing? Anyway, we said yes. So
the charity's called Borderlands, and they're sort of a rural charity, a rural chaplaincy, I think it's called. And so they've asked us to go there.
And it's raising money as well for the hospice that Tony was in.
Yes.
There's 3 different charities. Anyway, but it was funny because these lads just jumped out the road going, whoa, and it just reminded me of when they were trying to slow Colin McRae down. Anyone since rallying will remember that. In fact, look it up on YouTube, it's great. A lot of good stuff on YouTube. Anyway, I've Googled Peter Hickman. Apparently chest injuries, back injuries and facial injuries, so he's obviously come off the bike pretty bad. But when you think the average 137 mile an hour, there's a good chance that even if he was going slow, he could have come off the bike at 80 mile an hour. But apparently he's stable and in good spirits. So yeah, and someone's just overtook us. Fancy. But yeah, waffling now. Andrew was going to sow some sunflowers, but he couldn't get hold of me. I've had no signal, so we're working out the rates. He's going to do it tomorrow. But that is probably all for today, apart from today's birthdays, which I'm now going to get off Martin's phone. Actually, dead easy today.
Yeah, happy birthday, Stephen Kennedy. You're 53. Happy birthday.
And Simon Hendy is, I've forgotten.
I think he was 59, wasn't he?
59, maybe 59.
Are you 59, Stephen?
Yeah. Anyway, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Sorry it's a somber one and we're dressed in black ties, but happy birthday anyway to anybody.
Yeah. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.